What's happening, my fellow geeks and geekettes? Welcome to a brand new episode of Cosplay Chris. Now, this is the one you have all been waiting for. This is the one you have been wanting me to do for a very long time. I'm going to give you guys a room tour. Prepare for disappointment. So if you notice the light is a little bit harsh at the moment, that's because I can only fit one light in here at the moment because I want to have room to move around and show you guys things. Usually I use two lights, but I've opened up my curtain so I've got natural light coming in, so it's a little bit harsh. But once we start moving around, the lighting will get a lot better. Now, before I take the camera off the tripod, I want to show you guys what I see when I talk to you guys. So with the help of my phone, this is what I see when I talk into the camera. Pretty plain Jane. It's just the 70D Canon with a Rode mic. There you go. Look, there I am. Hello. So what I'm going to do now is take the camera off the tripod. I'm going to turn the mic around so you can hear me a lot more clearer. I'm going to go from, say, this point in my room to this point, and finally this point that you all know and love. But I'll go through each individual piece because it's got a history to it. As the flick pick would say, don't get scared now. All right, let's do this. By the way, I use a very old tripod. And it's like prehistoric and it's older than me. Okay, nearly there. All right, we're off. Okay, stand by. All right, I gotta flip the microphone around. Okay, beautiful. All right, so there is the background that you guys know and love. Now let's pan around and see the rest. So here you go, this is my room. Told you it was small. Now let's just start off with the view. Now I love my view. We're in Oyster Bay. We're in a very nice part of the world, surrounded by a lot of trees and shrubbery. Now this is my desk where I do a lot of my editing. If I don't edit on my laptop, I will edit on the desktop. That is Tilly, my cat. Actually, I'll see if she's outside here. I'm pretty sure I saw her lingering around. There she is. Hey Till, what are you doing? What are you up to? Oh, she didn't like that. Are you up to mischief? She gets shy. Okay. So yeah, I originally bought this when I very first started Cosplay Chris, and it's been an amazing investment. It's a very handy tool to have. So I do a lot of my big edits on here, especially custom collectibles and tutorials. If we go into the corner here, that is me with my two friends, Brad and Pete. That is us in Las Vegas, right before we went on a chopper ride to the Grand Canyon. And that was 8 o'clock in the morning, and we had finished up at the Bellagio gambling and drinking at 6:30 a.m. So we were exhausted, to say the least. That's my McFarlane Toys Edward Scissorhands 18-inch figure. It's a beautiful figure. I love him, especially for like a mass-produced figure. It's awesome. Now this is one of the oldest pieces I have in my room. This is, you know, the classic character Simpsons poster, and I got this when I was in year 5. You do the math. I'm 28. I came home one day from primary school and Dad had surprised me with this. He went out, bought the frame. It wasn't originally blue. It was just, you know, wooden color. So he painted it all up in a day, framed it for me, and I've kept it ever since. It's just a beautiful poster, and you know, it's just really cool. It was really cool of him to do that, and it's one of those things where you never stop finding new things on this poster, new characters, and just characters that make you giggle. So yeah, now moving along to the shelf above my desktop computer, we've got this lovely Pirate Batman treasure chest that my good buddy Cameron made for me. I've actually got my Nathan Drake stuff in there as well. I've got the little wrist leather strap and the watch. Now this koala, you guys, if you've been around since day one, you remember my old channel trailer. Well, this is the koala that I gave a nice hard smack to. I just thought I'd keep him because it was the first video I ever did as Cosplay Chris. So it's got a lot of sentimental value to me, and he's just cute. Look at him, he needs a coffee. And of course the Pirate Batman grappling gun, which was based off a blunderbuss that Cam also sent me. I've got Goku here, and it's just, there's no explanation needed. It's Goku. He's fantastic. Oh, this is my remote for my TV. I do have a good joke for it, but it's not even remotely funny. We've got my 100,000 subscribers plaque here from YouTube. Well, actually, no, it's our plaque. It's as much yours as it is mine because, you know, you guys helped me get to that milestone. So, and I've got my original logo, which was made by my good buddy Joey Choi, who is based in Canada, and he did a brilliant job on that. And then I've got the logo that I use now, which is made by my other buddy Amit Patel, two fantastic artists. And I love them. It's just, you know, I love having them there. It's a bit of progress. It just shows how much I've progressed. And there are times when, I'm not gonna lie, or I'm editing on this thing, especially a custom collectible where I've got like an hour of raw footage, and it can get painful. I hate editing, not a fan of it. And I just look up, just look here, and just be like, you know what, it's all worth it. It's all worth the hard work. You've come this far, don't stop. Now moving over here, this is my bed, this is where I sleep. Yes, I have a Batman cover, and who cares? Seriously, it's brilliant. This is my Batman bed, and it's my cave. It makes me safe. I feel safe, and you know, justice has been served. That originally I bought from Tiger Stone FX for my first ever bat suit, and I then went with a Clooney style emblem that did have the yellow. And I didn't want to waste it, because if you guys know Tiger Stone FX, they do beautiful work, and I didn't want to go into waste, so I just mounted it above my bed head. So yeah, the nerd is real in this room, guys. Now, if you guys are wondering what the noise is that sounds like chickens during some of my videos, well, you're not wrong. This is what's outside. These are our pet chickens. These are Chinese silky chickens. And like I said in a previous video, my parents have a business where they take our birds and chickens around to nursing homes, much like animal therapy, as you can see. So I don't really need an alarm clock because they're constantly going off their nutter every morning. Moving along over here, if the light is gonna pick up, oh god, there I am. Okay, so what we have over here is a Simpsons animation cell from the episode Lemon of Troy. You know, the lemon tree with Shelbyville, signed by Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson. Now I had this framed in a UV protected glass, so it's a great investment. I love it. It's one of my favorite episodes, so that's why I had to snag it straight away. And I've shown you guys this before. This is the glove blueprints. It's a reproduction that was made by Jim Doyle and Lou Carlucci. Now, Jim Doyle, whoop, don't focus on that. Jim Doyle designed the glove, and Lou Carlucci built the glove. And what makes this unique is that this is also signed by Robert Englund. I haven't seen one that has been signed by Robert either. So this kind of makes this one of a kind. I'm very happy to have it in my collection. And the comics that you guys wonder about, well, this is just issue 1 of the Todd McFarlane issue of Spider-Man when he went off and did all the illustrations for it. This is when Wolverine had his standalone comics in the 80s. It's a beautiful comic, actually. I want to collect the other 3. And this is Batman Adventures number 12. Now, this is the first comic appearance of Harley Quinn. This is a great investment, and I love it. I love the cover. I love how it says Batgirl instead of Batman. It's just, you know, girls doing their thing. Now, if I can just get the light right here. Okay. This here is an original day bill poster of the first Nightmare on Elm Street. And what I love about this is it was printed in Australia. So I had to snag it straight away. It cost me $150. And ironically, the framing cost more than the poster. The framing cost $250 because I used, just like the animation cell here, UV glass, so it won't fade, it won't get damaged by the sun or anything. Even though it is not facing in the direction of the sun, it's still something that I don't want being worn down over time. Now, this is some Pirate Batman fan art that was given to me by a lovely gentleman at GeekCon in Shreveport when I was a guest there, and I love it, so I had to have it framed. And I got it in this clear see-through frame because I wanted the red showing through to kind of, you know, look like blood, and he did a brilliant job. I mean, look at that. It looks like a movie poster that you'd see in the cinema. And of course, we got the Pirate Batman cowl mounted there for the time being. This is an illustration I got from Oz Comic Con a few years back, and I just love it. This is what I hoped Batman vs Superman would end on, just the boys having a drink and a smoke, and I just love it. It's just what everyone wants these two to do eventually. Now, moving along here, this is my NECA Iron Man figure, which I think is a beautiful figure. I nearly blew $700 on the Hot Toys one. You don't really need to. This is an amazing figure. It's quarter scale, and just a little custom made stand there that slots into the back of his armor. That's my PS3, looking a little bit dusty. You guys know this. This is the original 3D print from Shapeways, the Batfleck cowl from Chris at Applied Sciences. And here is my life cast with the Captain America helmet kit, which I will be doing up very soon because I now know and have a good method down pat on how to paint urethane. Because of course you have to do the white wings, there's a dark blue in the meshed area there of the helmet. And it also comes with the chin strap pieces, so I do have to learn how to put them all together and just make sure that it all looks accurate. I've got Chucky there from Oz Comic Con. I've got the Nightmare Batman, which you guys saw me do the video on with the custom base. That is my coffee. Coffee is my religion. I don't know where I'd be without coffee. We got my San Diego Comic Con ID badge there. Now, those things are an absolute pain in the ass to get, as you guys saw in that video of me trying to acquire them. That's my 1/6 scale Hot Toys First Order Stormtrooper minding my Nightmare on Elm Street VHSs, which brings me to my next point, my Nightmare on Elm Street original Australian VHSs. You know, this is when I first got into Freddy, going to video stores. You know, my dad would take me down when he'd do the grocery shopping, and I'd go look in the video store and I'd see these videos, you know, I'd be like, these look like the most violent movies, and it just intrigues you because that's the boy in you. So originally I had Nightmare 4, which I bought from a secondhand store for a couple of bucks, and I then realized I want the whole collection, the original 6. So next one was Nightmare on Elm Street 3, which was $80 on eBay. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 was $90. I then got 5 and 6. They were $20 each. And the most expensive one is the original Nightmare on Elm Street. This cost me $180. And reason being is they did a reprint in 1990, which everyone thinks is the original VHS, but this is the original from 1985. Australia didn't get A Nightmare on Elm Street in the cinemas and on VHS until 1985, as opposed to the States, which was 1984. And the good thing is this is a switchable cover, so on the other side is a non-bloody version. It was purely up to the discretion of the video store owner whether he wanted to have the bloody cover or just a regular cover. So that was the final piece in the puzzle, and I now have all 6 original Nightmare on Elm Street VHSs. Coming over here, we got my beautiful lightsaber from my buddy Cam, who built this from a kit, and it's pretty much a 1:1 scale replica, and I just love it. It's beautiful. Now you guys know this is my Ruby's Batfleck grapple gun that I did up in a tutorial, and this will be going with the Batfleck cosplay and also the Nightmare Batfleck cosplay. And we've got my Christopher Reeve Hot Toys figure. I love this. This is just perfection. This is my childhood right here. And what I love most is when you buy these figures, a portion of the proceeds go towards spinal cord research, spinal cord injury research. And Christopher Reeve will always be Superman to me because, like I said, I grew up with him. But yeah, it's just a really amazing figure. The cape is custom. I just crudely put that together in a couple of hours just with some fabric from Lincraft or Spotlight. Just tucked it in the back. Like, it's not neat at all, as you can see here. I didn't really hem it or anything. Oh yeah, this is my stool that I sit on. It's, you know, from the dollar store, but it works well. And if we open up in here, got my Blu-rays and stuff, and of course I got Batman and Robin on top. This Spawn figure I got from Supernova in 2006 when I was in year 12. A lot of people have asked whether it's a model and I painted it. It's not, it's just, you know, the McFarlane Toys Spawn figure. He's, I think, just under 12 inches tall. It's a beautiful figure. It's based off the front cover comic art on one of the issues of Spawn, and I love it. It's just, that cape is perfect. It just looks perfectly frozen in time. This is my towel fan. This saves me when I'm sweating my balls off during the night. And this actually is from my mate Arif. He did this for my birthday. He had like a Simpsons art book full of all these artworks, and he removed one of the pages and had them framed. And every time I wake up hungover, I look at this and realize, what the hell am I doing with my life? Now, if we just move the stool, that sounds really bad. You're seeing here, this is my PS4, looking very dusty and musty. And in here is my Onkyo amplifier, and obviously we've got the speakers there. So the speakers are starting to lose their quality actually, so what I'm thinking is just completely turfing the whole thing, just getting one of those, you know, sound bars from Bose or whatever. Now if we move the tripod, you'll see in here, this is my closet. And my poster of The Dark Knight Rises, which I starred in and handed Batman's nutsack to him. In terms of cosplays, there we got Drake, we got Cap, there's the Nightmare Batman trench coat. The Batfleck Batsuit is actually on loan to my buddy Sam, who does performances for children's parties and all that. So that is the wardrobe, which is very exciting. Now the last part of the tour, I'm gonna have to move this light over like so. Okay, so this is when you first walk into my room. This is a little collage of me with the band A Day to Remember. So we've got Jeremy, we've got Neil, we've got Josh, we've got Alex, and we've got Kevin. I managed to meet them in 2012 when I was at work. They just came in from Soundwave Melbourne, and they were about to do Soundwave in Sydney, and they were the coolest guys ever because I love their music. I love A Day to Remember, I love metal, you know, pop, punk, all that type of stuff, heavy rock. So they were really cool, and they stopped and had a chat even though they'd just be performing all day. So yeah, it was really cool to meet them. And finally, this is the photo of me and Tim the Toolman Taylor. So I took myself to LA in 2010 to meet Robert Englund at Weekend of Horrors, and I had a few days to kill, so I went to the Laugh Factory. That's right, I went to say the Comedy Store. Went to the Laugh Factory in LA to see him perform live. All I wanted to do was see him. So when he was done on stage, I left because there were other comedians, but all I wanted to do was see him because I'm such a big fan. So I was out the front of the Laugh Factory trying to find a cab, and I saw a car park around the back, and I thought, I wonder if he's out there. And I quickly snuck around, and there he was, just sitting there with a friend, just having a chat. So I just went up and asked if I could please take a photo, and he was so cool about it. So I was on a high for days after that. So guys, that is my room tour. Like I said, you don't have much room in here. I originally started filming everything upstairs in our rumpus room, and it just got too hot and to set things up, and it would just be easier if I had like a ready-made backdrop, as you guys can see right there, ready to go. Just had to throw down the little fold-out stool, some stage lights, set up the camera with a tripod, and we're good to go. So this is my home now. This is the background you guys are all familiar with. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that room tour. I'm pretty sure I managed to cover everything. I know it's gonna get to the point where I'm halfway through editing this and be like, shit, I forgot to talk about that. Now, after I upload this video, I'm gearing up to start filming my next custom collectible, which is my Cassian Blaster makeover, which I'm very excited about. And I also will be doing over the darts that come with this Nerf gun just to complete the set. Hope you guys are well, hope you guys are happy, be merry, be silly, and until next time, geeks, please always remember, cosplayers do it best.